them. But as far as all the information they were trying to get me to send over to them, they were never relaying it over to the lender. And the lender said they needed the whole packet complete. Nothing in my packet was complete. So I was like, okay, well, I got to figure something else out. Otherwise, I'm going to auction tomorrow. And I ended up getting with an attorney and trying to do it the right way, you know.
Sure.
And that didn't work out too well either, unfortunately.
Okay, well, you know, we have exhausted some of our options, but there may be something we could still do. You're saying that you owe 130 and that's what you have to pay to sell the property or to be caught up?
That's what I have to. That's how I get it off my hands. Like I'll be out of it. Like that's the cash offer, I believe, when I last talked to him.
Wow. Man, let me think about this because there are limited options here because of the fact that you've already filed for bankruptcy once before.
Mm-hmm.
Though.
But twice now. I got 2 filings on my credit report.
Okay. Well, you've already tried that option. So that option,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we've already gone down that road, and that's usually the next step. You know, for anybody that reaches out to me, if they're in a situation where they're facing foreclosure, that's the first thing that I'll tell them that they need to do because that can delay the process, give us a little bit more time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to consult with a member of my team that specializes in these types of situations to see, you know, if it's even something that we'd be able to buy, you know, on such short notice, given the fact that we'd have to run title. But yeah, let me see what I can do, and then what I can do is I can give you a call back. Is this the best number to reach you on?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's do this. Let me reach out and consult with a member of my team to see if there's something that we can do, and then I can give you a call back. Will you be available later today?
Sure will.
Okay, fantastic. Well, listen. How do I spell your name?
It's REAGAN FRY.
RAN. Say
REAGAN FRY.
And how do I pronounce it?
Reagan Fry.
Reagan. Okay. Pleasure to meet you, Reagan.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get on that, Reagan, and then I'll get back to you before the end of the day. Okay.
All right. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Take care, sir. We'll be in touch.
All right. You too now.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the #1 most valuable real estate community in existence. We're starting the day off immediately with a call. This morning I had a seller call me off the rip. Something's going on here with the caller. But I wanted to give you all a taste of what it really looks like to be on the phone with the seller in this type of situation. It's certainly not the best situation for the seller. And unfortunately, because they've already explored their other options in terms of filing for bankruptcy to delay the process and still not been able to keep up with the payments or give this off to somebody subject to, this is going to be like a shot in the dark, 1 in a million deal, if it is a deal. So let's take a look. Let's see if there's really even any meat on this bone. I'm not sure if he could even get enough to take care of that loan. I'm looking at his estimate of 183. It's sitting on a nice amount of land. He says he owes 130 to get it sold, but it's not really in the hottest area. But there should be high transaction volume because we don't market anywhere else that doesn't have high transaction volume. So let me go on ahead. I'm going to make sure that I make a quick note here. I want to put this down. I always organize my leads first. This is the first thing that I want to do. So I'm going to make a new card on my Trello table here. I'm going to include his info. mention his phone number as well. That way I can give him a call back if need be. Man, unfortunate situation, ladies and gentlemen, that some of these sellers are finding themselves in. But one of the main takeaways that I want people to take away from that call is he asked me, some questions that I don't know the answers to, right? And I'm not going to sit here and pretend to know the answers. I'm going to tell him that I need to consult with a partner of mine. And luckily for me, I'm actually a member of the #1 most valuable real estate community in existence. And I have almost 20,000 partners here to consult with. So if there's anybody in the audience that has experience dealing with foreclosures, definitely feel free to let me know. I'm going to reach out to a close friend of mine, Mr. Bob Sadai, and see what he thinks about this situation, because I'm not sure if there's anything I can do to help this guy. Sending him a message right now. He's already filed for bankruptcy twice, and they're telling him that they're going to foreclose on the 14th. Is there any more tricks up your sleeve to help this guy? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to send out an announcement, because we didn't even send out an announcement to get the day started today. We just hopped right into a call, and I've got some more calls to make. I got a call at the top of the hour to a gentleman that's looking to sell property for his mother, and that I'm going to put on a novation. I'm going to follow my agent for another novation deal that we sent buyers to on Monday, and get the update to see if that other party that couldn't make it wants to reschedule, or if we got an offer from the original party. So let's see what the day has in store for us. I'm going to check the ads here in a second, but first I'm going to send out an announcement. We got a text back from Mr. Sadai, so I'm going to take a look at that here in a second. But I'm going to send out this invite so anybody can join us. He says, we'll see if we can get Mr. Bob Sadai to come on and ask him. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 30 minutes every single day guaranteed locked in for you all to utilize this time to let people know who you are, what you do, and where you're at. If you haven't already, you need to put it in the side chat and let people know how they can work with you. You'd be surprised, just by letting people know those 3 things, people will reach out to you with opportunities, right? But you got to position yourself in a way where they know who you are, where you're at, and what you do. What a pleasant surprise. We've got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Bob Sadai, joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if there's something we can do with this foreclosure lead. Hopefully, Mr. Sadai wants to pop up. He said he's in a Zoom. He's gonna try to work his way out. And let's see if we can get this guy back on the phone. Answer, some questions. Mr. Sadai, good morning, Mr. Sadai.
Good morning, John. How you doing, buddy?
I'm well, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a while since I talked to you. How's everything going?
Been going good. I made some transitions, some pivots in my business. I'm out of cold calling, out of SMS completely, and I'm going all in on just one marketing channel. I'm going all in on Google Ads.
Oof. Okay. Good luck. How's that working out?
I've got a property under contract that's already listed for novation right now, so I'm hoping that closes. We sent 2 buyers yesterday. One of them canceled, or they just didn't show up, so I guess they got to reschedule. And then the other one went, and the seller said that they seem to be very interested. So I got to follow up with that agent today to see if they'll put in an offer. But I've had multiple properties under contract. 2 of them fell through, and you know how it is. It's a numbers game. We're rolling with the punches.
That's all it is. Yep. Well, congratulations. I'm glad to hear that you're, moving forward and growing your business. That's all that matters. We all make tweaks and changes in our business. We have too. Beginning of this year, we changed a lot of stuff in our company. And so initially it was not paying off, but now that we're on a roll, it's looking solid. So, yeah. That's business. That's what you got to do. That's the mentality you have to have. You're not supposed to be afraid of change. You're supposed to embrace it and know that, it'll make you grow.
Absolutely.
So having the right mindset, having the right strategies is extremely important. So congratulations. I'm glad. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you. How has everything been going with you? I know that you also took a huge pivot in your business, and it seems to be paying off. How is that going?
Yeah, we are up to around like 1 or 2 properties under contract a day now.
Wow.
So we're just busy.
Look at you.
Yeah, it's paying off really well. We brought in, I told you we went to that new mastermind, me and my partner.
Yeah.
And that changed our mentality even more. Brought in a lot of great information for our team. We basically have almost doubled our team actually right now. We were like around 8 or 9 or 10, somewhere around there. We're at 19 right now. We're looking for 2 more people to add to our team as well. We brought in an integrator. That was a huge benefit for us. So the integrator updated our KPIs, made everything work a lot smoother, made different changes, made everything more efficient and proficient. Mm-hmm. So on the right track for sure.
Well, that's fantastic. Congratulations on that.
Yeah,
Just hearing that you've gone from wherever you were, I knew you were already crushing it, but 1 to 2 under contract a day, that's volume right there.
Yep. Keeps us busy for sure. No question. So that's the reason I've been a little absent here. This is my favorite community. I've always loved this community. I've always wanted to be a part of it. As a matter of fact, I was thinking of bringing something else to your attention. And I don't know if you want us to talk about it here or we can talk about it afterwards, but something that I've been thinking about, I do it right now with my acquisition manager already on a weekly basis. Mm-hmm. But I was thinking, why don't we just bring it to this community as well, So I'll just spill it.
Let's hear it.
So every Monday and Wednesday morning from 8 to 9 Pacific time, a.m., me and my acquisition manager get together and we have a group of people that join us, and we basically do role plays and deal dissections.
Nice.
And so we get people to come in and they role play, and my acquisition manager is, top notch. So he breaks it down. I break it down for people, what they did right, what they should work on and stuff like that to help them improve. And So we get people to join in and practice basically. So if this community is open to it or wants to have role plays, we do it every Monday and Wednesday. We might as well have it here. Of course, you allowing it, that would be important. That's why I wanted to talk to you about it first.
I know that I would be happy to see something like that. I'm sure that everybody in here would really benefit from it and be grateful, for you to share, that with the community. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm grateful that you would even think about doing something like that. It just goes to show.
Oh yeah, man.
This is
Like I told you,
incredible.
this is my favorite community. I mean, I'm part of a few different communities, and I rank this in the top two. So yeah, it's up there for me. So anything I can do to help people here, I'm in.
Let's go. Let's go. I love it. That's awesome, Bob.
Yeah, so I can have a conversation with my acquisition manager if he's up for it. We can start, next week or whenever you want.
That would be awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, drop some fire in the side chat. We were not even expecting this. This absolutely an incredible opportunity out of the blue. We got to thank Bob for popping up and offering that to us.
My pleasure, man. Love it. Love it. Sebastian, that man is a beast. I love working with that guy. How is everybody doing? How's life treating everybody in here? I see a lot of new faces. That's fantastic. That's great. I see that the community is growing and things are moving along. And so I'm proud of you guys for doing that. We had a nice run what was it, last year, 23, that we started. Yeah, and so I saw a couple of people jumping in and continuing it, and now you've kept the torch going. So very nice. Congratulations.
Well, all thanks to you, Bob. You really helped us in really staying consistent and showing up every day. And like I was saying the other day on that podcast, we were only talking about off-market direct-to-seller assignments. Before you came in and you brought the whole creative world to the conversation. And then when it was you and Matt that could be able to jive and have that conversation, for somebody like me that was like a fly on the wall to see that and listen to it and kind of understand it changed the game. And so I'm seeing everybody's business has been affected by that, especially in here. Just the way that they're evaluating deals, the different exit strategies that they utilize. It's all been a direct influence from you, Bob.
Well, I appreciate it. And you guys are doing an outstanding job. And I see Matt, he's my brother from another mother, as I always tell him. He's phenomenal, and I'm glad that he's continuously participating here and helping others. So that's fantastic. That's great to hear. So what do you got going with this foreclosure? What can we do to help this guy out?
So this guy just gave me a call. He pretty much shared with me that he was working with some other company at one point, and they pretty much said that they needed to get him to go and file for bankruptcy. That was going to be the way that they could buy some more time. But they ended up scamming him. I guess that he paid them something. I don't even
Oh,
know how
wow.
that played out. But I told him, he was asking me questions like, does he think we might be able to help him? And I straight up told him, and I did this call live so people can go back and watch. Look, I don't have a direct answer for you. I need to consult with a partner of mine. And of course, who better to consult with than the king of foreclosures, Mr. Bob Sadai, right? So then I sent you a message,
Yep.
and you already knew, you had some other tricks up your sleeve. So let's see if there's something that we can do to help this guy out.
So he's already filed bankruptcy twice, right?
Yeah.
In what time period? Do you know? In like the last year, last 6 months, 2 years?
I think it's been recent. I'm happy to get him back on the phone here. And I'm sure I can just slide him your number if you'd like to call him, if you have the time, of course. But
I have like 15 minutes, unfortunately, before I have to jump into another Zoom with my partners.
okay.
But yeah, I'd love to do the conversation. Why don't you, do you want to dial it and I can help? Or I don't know how that works in Discord.
Okay, so do you have a phone number you could do a multiple call on?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, why don't I just send you his number, and
Okay.
then you can call me, and then we can call him together, and when he picks up,
Okay.
we can go from there.
Okay.
I'll just
Sounds good.
introduce you as our partner, um, that I mentioned on the other call, and that let me see, Reagan is his name, and then I'll also mention that you're gonna ask him a couple questions about the situation, see if there's anything we can do to help him.
Okay. All right. So
Okay, so that's his
let
number,
me.
and I'll send you my
So you want
number.
me to dial you first, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm dialing you right now. Coming from my 714 number.
Okay. Perfect. And then what I can do is I can share my screen with a copy of this so that people can hear the audio, and then I can mute on Discord so there's no echo.
Perfect.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
And then I'll mute you on the Discord, but they'll be able to hear you on the screen. Just give me
Yep.
1 second here. Ladies and gentlemen, drop some fire in the chat if you want to see this call. We got to know who in here really wants to see this call.
Okay, so should I call him now?
Just 1 second. I want to make sure. I don't know what's going on my Discord. I think my Discord is bugging for some reason. Let me try to get this live here. Okay, so we are live, and the people want to see it. Let us know if you can hear Mr. Bob Sadai in the call, ladies and gentlemen. Try speaking, Bob.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Perfect. Yep, we're good to go.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna call him now. I can hear myself though.
Okay, I just
In
deafened you, so
Discord.
now you should only hear me
Should I
through
should
your.
I mute myself in Discord?
Okay, so I just silenced the audio, so you should just hear me through the phone call. Do you hear me just through the phone call now?
Yeah, I hear you, but I hear
Okay.
myself as well.
Oh, that's because you're listening to the stream, so you'll have to mute the stream.
Hang on.
So
Okay.
where you see that stream, if you could click on that stream, let's see.
Where is it?
Or
Yep,
if you
I see it. Okay.
you got it? Cool.
Yep, I got it. Nope,
Perfect.
Okay. So I'm gonna call Regan right now. Is it Regan or Reagan?
Reagan.
Okay.
Yep.
Here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe he doesn't recognize my number, so he's not picking up.
7 3
Oh,
1
there we go.
6 7 1 5 8 0
You want me to
3
try to call him?
is not available.
Yeah.
The
If I
mailbox is full
disconnect-
and cannot accept any messages
Yeah,
at this time.
I'll call him real
He's not
Goodbye.
picking up. If I disconnect, it's going to disconnect me with you as well. So I'll call you back right away. Okay.
Okay. You want me to try calling him to let him know real quick?
Yep.
All right.
And then do you want to add me if you want to do that?
I can't add you with the Google
Okay.
phone.
All right. I'll call
have-
you.
I'll
I'll call
have
you. No worries.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's get on the phone with Reagan. Let me see if I can get this guy on the phone real quick. And then we'll unmute and undeafen Bob so that we can hear him. I'm calling this guy real quick. Oh.
Is that the address?
Yeah, that's the one. Let me see.
Okay.
No, this is not the one. I'm sorry. This is a different one. This is the address. I'll send this one over to you. He didn't pick up. I can try to give him a call. I tried to give him a call, but he didn't pick up. Let's see.
Do you want to text him maybe?
Yeah. So yeah. Okay, I sent him a text, but if he doesn't respond immediately or as ASAP, I completely understand. I know that you've got some Zooms and stuff coming up, but I
Yeah,
really
unfortunately.
appreciate you hopping on this call
No.
at literally a drop of a dime.
Let me ask you a question. Is this a hot deal for you? You gonna make a good penny out of it?
Honestly, I hadn't even run the numbers yet. I really wanted to see if there was something that we could do to help the seller.
So the reason I say that is you asked if I had any other aces up my sleeve, and I do, but I don't pull that ace out until I know that there's nothing else that can be done.
Mm-hmm.
And there needs to be a little bit of time. So you told me that the auction date is the 14th on this property. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, so we do have 7, 8 days realistically, which gives me enough time. And my ace up my sleeve is a gal that I know that used to work for Wells Fargo's loss mitigation department for 12 years. So she knows all the ins and outs of all these lenders.
Mm-hmm.
She knows exactly what to do, what not to do to get a postponement. And she charges me $500 to stop a foreclosure. So I only use her when I know that it's a deal and that it's going to, and that I'm going to be the one buying the property and that I'm going to make money on it. In that case, I don't have a problem spending $500. Otherwise, if I had to spend $500 to save everybody's houses, Bob said I would be broke. So that's why I asked. So if run your numbers, if you think that you're going to make money on this and the guy is willing to sell it to you, I'd be more than happy to share my gal with you and explain the situation to her and have her help you guys out. She will stop it, but she does need like this much time. So I would run my numbers today if I were you, and make sure that it works. And if it does, give me a holler and I'll connect you.
Wonderful. Well, I really appreciate that, Bob. I will run the numbers and see,
Yeah.
is it really a screaming deal or what? It looks like, just at a glance, there's definitely some activity in the area, and I'll also consult with a local agent to get an idea of what they think it might be worth. But if something works out, I'll get back in touch with you, and if he also gives me a call at some point, I'll also tell him that he should probably speak with you directly.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, and let me know if I can help any other way.
Thank you so much, Bob. You don't know how much of a help you already are just by hopping up here and offering to talk to this guy. And not only that, but saying to the community that, you were running these acquisition role play calls and, offering that to these guys. I know that everybody in here would really appreciate that.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. My pleasure. I will talk to my acquisition manager and I'll send you a message as far as, how we can do it. Okay?
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Bob.
Cool. I hope everybody has a great day. Take care, brother. I'll talk to you
Take care,
soon.
brother. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Man, ladies and gentlemen, this has got to be the number one most valuable real estate community in existence. You got people like Mr. Bob Sadai that are your partners that you can call up when you have a foreclosure lead and ask them how to handle this situation. Obviously, there are ways we've already talked about, especially when the seller hasn't already filed for bankruptcy, that, the first step would be to file for bankruptcy, to buy more time, to do something like acquire the property sub 2 on a wrap or outright cash. But for somebody in a situation where they have already done that, to have the expertise from a guy like Bob to tell us what to do, it's game changing, right? And I could be forthcoming with the seller. I didn't have to lie to the guy, make up some nonsense and try to tell him that, I've got this all figured out and try to pose like, I've got all the answers. I literally told him, let me get back to you. I need to consult with my partner. That's my partner. You have 20,000, almost 20,000 partners that are in this Discord that you can reach out to at any given time. There's a chat channel completely open to everybody for you to type your questions, connect with people, talk about your deals, talk about your business, talk about what's working, talk about what's not working, and get real feedback instantly, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the opportunity that you really have here in front of you. And I hope that all of you can see that opportunity and seize that opportunity. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. I'm going to hop back into some calls. I got to follow up. I got another call today, just at this time right now, for a lead that I'm going to be calling. I don't even have the paperwork together here. I wanted to talk to the son and the seller before I even put any paperwork together. But if you all would like to see that call, I'm happy to do that live as well. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got some other people that also reached out. So yesterday I dropped a list of vacant properties in Tennessee completely for free for everybody that was on the stream. And I actually got a DM this morning from somebody who claims that they have already gotten a lead having called that list. What's the excuse, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, everybody in here is on a different level. I know some people are paying with their marketing, but I mean, if you really are at the bottom where I started, because I started at the bottom with not a dollar to my name, just calling, you can get a lead that could turn into that $10,000, $15,000 check that can propel your business and literally change your life. I can't express this enough. You've got to make the calls, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to do it. There's no other way around it. But I'm excited. So let's go on ahead. I'm going to get on the phone with this guy, Roy, and let's see what's going on with Roy today. Let's see, he is under Roy. Okay, I'm going to give him a call now. And then we'll go on ahead and wrap this up and hop into some other calls after this one. So I'm going to share my screen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, you got to invite somebody you think will benefit from being in proximity with us. I love to get up here. I love to share this kind of stuff. I love to see members of the community also come up here and join me, talk about their business, talk about what's going on in their world. It's the best opportunity to start the day off. It's 30 minutes every day, 30 minutes to just be in proximity with other real professionals doing this business. So I'm going to go on ahead. I'm going to share here. Okay, Bob just gave me an update. He claims that it is the 15th. So I'll keep up with Bob, and I will also keep up with all of you when it comes to that foreclosure situation. Let me go ahead. I'm going to get myself pulled up here. Here we go. Here we go. All right, I'm going to give this guy a call. Let me know if you can hear it.
has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
Good morning, Roy. It's John with Cash or Creative. Sending a quick text. I'm gonna give him one more call. Oh, he's calling now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic
Good morning,
voice
Roy.
message.
Roy Evans.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm well. How are you?
Available.
I'm
At
doing
the
well.
tone,
Sorry, I couldn't
please
get off the
record your
phone quick
message.
enough. I was on
When
the
you
other
have
line.
finished recording, you
Oh,
may
no
hang
worries.
up
One
or
second
press
here. I gotta-
1 for more options.
I guess I called you at the same time here. It's I guess recording a message. Hold on one moment. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'm glad that I caught you. Did I catch you at a good time? You said you were on the phone?
Yes. Yeah. 11's great. Now, I'm not going to be able to get Mom. She is, she's too out of it. She can't speak on the phone. Nurses
understand.
tried to get her to wake up, but she's kind of taken a turn the last few days, so
Hmm.
she
I'm sorry to
has
hear that.
very little moments during the day that she's actually up and awake. They've got her so medicated.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. How
So
do you?
I did some research on the house,
Uh-huh.
and I pulled my own little report. So she doesn't have any liens. She owes about $5,000 on the mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. That's all that's on the house.
Okay. And I know yesterday we were kind of talking. There was somebody, I guess some roofing company. You said.
Yeah,
that-
the roofing company gave her a contract for the roof, and it had like a $20,000 rebate. But it's like a line of revolving credit.
Oh, okay.
But they don't have anything filed as a lien on the house, and they don't. And according to my report, there's no UCC filed or anything on it. So
Okay. Well, that's good. I know that was a concern that we shared.
yeah, there's no UCC filing on the report I pulled.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can get it back up here. Did you pull any reports on the property?
Not in terms of liens and that kind of stuff. Usually I let the title company handle that kind of stuff for me. But in terms of, what's recently been selling in the area and what I think an offer might look like, I have, gotten a pretty good idea, and I want to make sure that I can see what it looks like on the inside. I want to get you the most I can for it.
Sure. Yeah.
But I'm kind of thinking, we were right on the nail, around I guess it was between 15 and 25,000, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we said 25 to 30, but yeah, I mean, we're right there. I mean, I know it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting the Taj Mahal out of it.
Yeah.
Because Medicare gets, the nursing home and stuff's gonna get most of it.
I hear you. And so, I mean, like I said, I'd like to get you the most I can for it, but I mean, is she going to be walking away with anything, or do you think it's all going to Medicare? How is this going to play out?
She'll get a little something. So she's power attorney for George, the other
Right.
owner, and George is in prison. So Medicare will take her half. So whatever's left over after we pay the mortgage, which is right at $5,000,
Mm-hmm.
whatever's left over after that, It'll get split in half. Half goes to George, half goes to her. Her half gets taken by Medicaid and Medicare, and then she'll have George's half because she's power of attorney over him. And she spoke with him over the phone, and he told her just to keep it, whatever she can get out of it. So, but she has his power of attorney, so I mean, she'll have a little something put in the bank.
Okay.
But it ain't gonna be a lot, you know.
Well, I mean, in that case, if she owes about 5, you said that Medicare or Medicaid is going to take her half, and then
Right.
George, he's willing to give your mother his half. Would you feel
Right.
comfortable if we were to take it for 20, and I guess that'd leave about 15, 7.5 would go to Medicaid, and then she'd keep 7.5?
Yep, and that's about what I was looking at. Yeah, that I think that's pretty much going to be the deal.
Okay.
Where do we need to go from now?
So what I can do is, and I appreciate, if we're all on board, what I'd like to do is write up some paperwork, that just outlines the agreement that we've already made here on the phone. But I would
Right.
need to, of course, have your mother sign it, and
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
just kind
of
of wondering how that could work if we need to send a mobile notary to wherever she's located, or what would you like to do in terms of that?
I may have to go up there. I may have to drive up
Mm-hmm.
and just, go in and see her and get the nurses to back off her meds a little bit so I can talk to her and let her know exactly what we come up with, and then she can sign the paper and that kind of stuff. Can you send me the paperwork and then I can get it done?
Yeah, I'd be happy to present it to you as well. Do you have an idea? Because there are a few things I'd have to include in the paperwork, but the main thing
Sure.
is just how much time do you think that we should be able to close, say by October 1st? Is that enough time?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at being able to get this done in the next week or two.
I understand. Is there anything that she'd need to take from the house or anything like that?
Nope. Everything that's there is going to stay there.
Okay,
We've already emptied all the stuff that she wants out of it.
I got you. So are you thinking September 1st then would be soon enough for you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, the first falls on a Sunday, so it'd be the second. But if that's good for you,
Yeah.
what I can do is I can put an agreement together and get that sent over to you. What is, I guess, let's get your best email. Let me see if I have that here. Is that the evansroy@gmail?
Yes.
Is that the best one?
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's do this. I'm going to put up an agreement together just outlining what we already agreed to on paper today. Being, that you'll walk away with 20,000, right? And of course, you will pay the mortgage company and whatever arrangement Medicaid has with your mom. They'll be the ones to handle all that. But between us, from what we understand, we'll buy it for 20,000. 5,000 will be taken care of, with that mortgage, and then the 7,500 will go to Medicaid, and then if it's true that the other party involved would be willing to give the 7,500 to your mom, that would be what she'd ultimately walk away with.
That's correct.
Okay.
Now the only hiccup I have is if Medicaid or Medicare is screaming that it has to be, the tax value or whatever. The tax value on the house is like $59,000. There's no way we're gonna get that for that house. That's if it was all fixed up and clean and like move in ready.
Right.
And you put it on the market, let it sit for a while. You might get that.
I mean, is that
So,
an option, or are you opposed to me putting it on the market?
well, the thing is, I think she's probably going to pass before that happens.
Oh Lord.
So, I mean, we're at the end. And if we don't get this done before she passes, then it's just going to go back to the bank for that $5,000.
Wow. I understand.
If she don't have it.
Well, why don't we do this then? Why don't we include in that agreement? Let's see. We said September 2nd be the closing. So let's do this. Let's close on or before September 2nd. And then I'll also include a provision to put it on the market as well, if that's all right with you.
Sure.
Okay. Wonderful. Well, then I'll write that up, and then I'll get that sent out to you, to your email. And then, I mean, the best thing that we could do, how would you like to go about signing this? Do you have a day in mind that maybe we could send a mobile notary to meet you wherever she's located, and they can get her signature? Or
Yeah,
how would you like to go about it?
that I don't know what day that would be yet. And I think there's a notary at the nursing home. Yeah, I would have to, I have to drive up there. It's a 9-hour drive. So I'll have to take it, print it out, take it up there, go see her, get everything done, get it notarized, get her sign it and all that good stuff. And then scan it in and send it back to you.
Okay, that would be a huge help for me. All right, well then I can get that paperwork together. If you can give me an idea of maybe what day, is this something that you think we could do this week?
Well, I don't know. It'd probably be, I could probably do it. I could probably head up there maybe this weekend. It may be Monday. I'm not sure. I don't know right off the top of my head. I have to talk to my work and find out when I can have off, depending on what I got going on, my schedule.
Okay. Well, if you have any time this weekend, that would be great. I just want to make sure that I date it correctly, on the day that I'll have it signed on my side, because I just gotta kind of think, if we send it out to that notary, I'll have to already have my signature on the paper so that they can just notarize
Right.
that she signed.
Right, I understand. Yeah, I've got my wife's a notary too, so if she goes with me, she can notarize it.
Okay.
So
All right.
it's not
Well,
a big deal.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it'd be a roadblock, but I appreciate it. I'm going to go on ahead. I'll write up that agreement like we spoke about that just outlines, exactly what we already agreed to over the phone. And then I'll just go on ahead. I'll email that over to you. And then whatever day you think that you'll be able to get out there, if you could just let me know, that'd be great.
Yep,
And
I'll let you know. As soon as I do.
perfect. Well, hey, I appreciate it, Roy, and I'll go on ahead and I'll send that out to you by the end of the day, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. You take care. We'll be in touch.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right. So the type of motivation that individual has, they are calling on behalf of their mother. They don't want to see the house go to the bank. Their mother is not in a position where, they can really do much of anything with it. They don't really care for the property. They recognize it needs a lot of work, so it's obviously going to go to an investor one way or another. And what I just asked him, I slipped it in there towards the end of that call, was, well, I mean, hey, do you mind if I throw it up on the market myself? And I mean, he completely wasn't opposed to it. His mom's not going to be opposed to it because she's already taken care of. She's already done with this house. She's not going to care. And so, I told him, I explained, what that offer I'm going to give to them is going to look like. Broke it down to a T, being I'm going to buy it for $20,000. they're gonna walk away after paying the mortgage with 15. Medicaid's gonna take 7.5, and if it's true, whatever that guy told the one other seller on the property, she'll have 7,500 in her bank account. And so that's me painting the picture for that son to then share with the mother, right? Because that he's pretty much the one in charge. Like, so painting that picture, you know, is so important for what your offer is going to look like and what the seller is going to walk away with. So hopefully that was a good call for people to listen to and see kind of how I'm talking to sellers on the phone and handling objections. This guy didn't really seem like he had too many objections, but I'm sure you all kind of threw in there, you know, how I'm going to novate this deal. And I pretty much disclosed that I would like to list the property. And so now I'm just going to write up some paperwork and get it sent out to his email that outlines exactly what we spoke on the phone about. And so if he has any questions, he can always get back to me. I can answer them. And if not, perfect. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we make our acquisition calls live. We spoke to that guy yesterday. Hey, I've got another call that I've got to hop on here. Let me call this other lady.
This is Patty. I'm sorry I'm not able to answer your call this moment, but if you be so kind as to leave your name and number and a brief message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and please call me.
Good morning, Patty. This is John. I was just reaching out. I know we didn't get a chance to reconnect yesterday. I know you had that kindergarten roundup, so if you could give me a call back when you get this, I greatly appreciate it. We can go over that agreement and get the ball rolling. But I hope that all is well, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm going to send a text as well. Send out 2 texts. We'll see if she gives me a call. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is the #1 most valuable real estate community in existence. If you haven't already, you got to invite somebody to be in proximity with us. Send them that link. Send them to reirev.com. We've got a lot of stuff coming out. We're starting to post more content on the Instagram. If you haven't already, you got to go and follow us on Instagram. Just posted a new one today. Let me get that link. I'll drop the link for the Instagram. If you can go and love that video, let's see. Oh, it's asking me to log in to Instagram. Somebody drop the link, man. Can we get a link drop? Somebody drop the link, man. Okay, here we go. Profile. Copy link. Okay. This was a clip from the call yesterday. If you haven't already, go and check it out and show us some love on the Instagram. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay loved, stay blessed, stay consistent. You see how we're doing this business. We've all had deals fall out of contract, all had deals fall out of the pipeline. It's all part of the game. Just continue to be consistent, continue to be persistent. Don't give up. Stay with it, man, and you will be successful. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great day.